sa Amerika, sa Middle East kasi sabi ni Trump, whole civilization will die in Iran if ultimatum expires. Pero may latest ngayon mga kababayan, breaking news mula sa Fox News, hindi uli ituloy.
On which to negotiate. Almost all of the various points of past contention have been agreed to between the United States and Iran, but a 2-week period will allow the agreement to be finalized and consummated. On behalf of the United States of America as President and also representing the countries of the Middle East, it is an honor to...
So, ayaw naman ni Trump na biglang siya yung bida. Biglang naging kontrabida siya tuloy. Nag-iingat din mga kababayan si Donald Trump. Pero yung Iran, mga kababayan, nireject yung US pressure. Talagang
nagbabagang mga balita at pagtalakay sa mga isyu ng lipunan. Bulsa, opinyon, banat at paglalantad sa katotohanan. Bulsa, what you see is what you get. You decide.
Hello po mga kababayan, si Dante Maravillas. Kamusta po kayo? Anya Mr. Maravillas? Lolosob na si Trump. May latest ngayon dito sa ating live with Dante M. Sa Amerika, sa Middle East kasi sabi ni Trump, whole civilization will die in Iran if ultimatum expires. Pero may latest ngayon mga kababayan, breaking news mula sa Fox News, hindi uli ituloy kasi nag-warning si Trump, di ba? Paubos na yung oras. Yung ultimatum niya will expire 8 o'clock in the morning Eastern Time, 8 o'clock dito sa Pilipinas. So kung ang oras natin, mga kababayan ngayon, 7:25, 35 minutes na lang before the all hell will break loose against Iran. Di ba? Kasi yun yung naging ultimatum ni Trump. Pero may bagong development ngayon. Sabi dito, breaking news from Fox News mga kababayan. Trump makes a major announcement about Iran ahead of deadline. Pang ilan na ba to? Una, 48 hours. Sunod na extend niya for 5 days. Then naging 8 days, naging 10 days. Apat. Panglima ito. Kung hindi ako nagkakamali ng bilang, yung panglima na extend uli. Pero sabi po ni Trump, mga kababayan kasi, binibigyan niyang pagkakataon kasi yung Iran. I'm trying niya to be nice. Sabi niya mga kababayan kahapon. Pero pag hindi niya, tutulayan ko talaga. Hindi na naman natuloy. Anyway, ito po yung update ng balita.
The President has just
breaking tonight.
from the White House saying this, based on conversations with Prime Minister Sharif and Field Marshal Munir of Pakistan, and wherein they requested that I hold off the destruction force being sent tonight to Iran and subject to the Islamic Republic of Iran, agreeing to the complete, immediate, and safe opening of the Strait of Hormuz. I agree to suspend the bombing and attack of Iran for a period of 2 weeks. This will be a double-sided ceasefire. The reason for doing so is that we have already met and exceeded all military objectives and are very far along with a definitive agreement concerning long-term peace with Iran and peace in the Middle East. We received a 10-point proposal from Iran and believe it is a workable basis on which to negotiate. Almost all of the various points of past contention have been agreed to between the United States and Iran, but a 2-week period will allow the agreement to be finalized and consummated. On behalf of the United States of America as President and also representing the countries of the Middle East, it is an honor to have this long-term problem close to resolution. Thank you for your attention to this matter, President Donald J. Trump. Again, just seconds ago, before the deadline for attacks on Iran tonight, and it seems like a deal is in the making. There had been talk, Mark, all day long about maybe this was happening. How do you see this, and how does it play politically here at home?
Well, I think the president had to do it if he could get terms that include an unconditional opening of the strait, which it sounds like he's got.
Had to look at that and say
He has to do it because, look, people are, in my latest poll, 51% support the war, 54% said it was justified, but 57% said if he could get a good deal, he should take it. So I think it's a risky 2-week period because it enables them to regroup. But on the other hand, the president, if he thinks he has a real opportunity to come out with a negotiated victory, then I think he had to do it.
A lot of people got, really energized about some of the things he posted about, annihilation, civilization. But now he's coming with this deal, Kellyanne. How do you see this big
It's the
picture?
11th straight year of them in high dudgeon about everything he writes and says. He said he doesn't care about his critics.
Fox
He does
News ito,
care about
mga
the
kababayan.
Just Cause here. He does care about oil flowing again. If he gets a deal, the ultimate deal maker, part of how he wins these elections, Brett, then that will matter to people. There's one group that he's not mentioning at all. They're called Europe and NATO. It's really fascinating what's happened there in a short amount of time. You even have Vladimir Zelensky running around in these Gulf state countries saying, I'm not getting weapons, I'm giving them to you and giving you our intelligence for the last couple of years in this war with Russia. It's really fascinating what's happened there in short order. NATO's coming to the White House tomorrow. I think Mark Rutte, the Secretary General himself, has forged a good relationship with Trump, but the NATO countries have not. And he's not even mentioning them as part of this deal. This is all about the countries around Iran. Look, this is what we expect from presidents. You're not going to get a good deal unless you pressure, and they think that you're serious. And the same country that sent 155 aircraft in to rescue one of our airmen, if not two, just this past weekend, is a country that is going to do what it takes to keep everyone safe and to push back on the largest state sponsor of terror, but also to tell the people who are relying on the Strait of Hormuz, like Europe, for its energy. We need you to help as well.
We just did this breakdown of how much flows through that strait. It's remarkable. Our oil does not as much, but fertilizer does. It's a big part of the world economy.
Well, it's a big part of the world economy, but the U.S. could sustain a 60 or 90-day war because there's about 20 million barrels a day that we consume. $50 extra, it's about $1 billion a day. A small
Anyway,
amount relative to
Yun na po, mga kababayan. Una dito, to give you a background, nag-warning si Trump that a whole civilization will die tonight. Yan ang sabi niya, mga kababayan, kahapon. Never to be brought back again. I do not want that to happen, but it probably will. Yan ang sabi ni Trump, mga kababayan. Trump did not give details, but he has already said that the US military could bomb Iran's bridges, power plants, and other civilian infrastructure into the Stone Age. So tinitimbang din ni Trump, report ng news.com, US Senate implored to stop Donald Trump extremely sick person. Pati yung Senado, mga kababayan ng Amerika, kasi itong gira na sinimulan ni Trump against Iran with Israel, mga kababayan, wala man itong approval sa Congress. So pati ngayon yung mga senador na kaalyado, mga kababayan ni Trump, galit. So ayaw naman ni Trump na biglang siya yung bida, biglang naging kontrabida siya tuloy. Nag-iingat din, mga kababayan, si Donald Trump. Pero yung Iran, mga kababayan, nireject yung US pressure. Talagang tigasin din po, mga kababayan, ang Iranian regime. Iran has rejected US pressure, with state media reporting that the authorities are insisting that instead of just a ceasefire, wants a full end to the war. At yung nangyari, mga kababayan, yung mga Iranians na nandoon sa Tehran, pinosisyon nila yung kanilang mga sarili. Gumawa sila ng human chains sa mga tulay at sa mga power plants na tinatarget ng Amerika. Sacrifice their lives. Millions of Iranians ready to die as Trump deadline nears. Matindi. Yung mga Persians, mga kababayan, the modern Iran, napakatatapang nila. Yan, yung mga Iranians. The Persians, nag-form sila ng human shield sa mga tulay in Iran. Ganon sila katatapang, oh. Kita ninyo? Ganon katatapang yung mga Iranians na allied with the terrorist regime, na kahit wala na po si Ayatollah Khamenei, the remnants ni Ayatollah Khamenei, yung mga na-brainwash, mga kababayan. Mga kababayan yan po. Siguro nakita yan ni Trump. It will be genocide. Nang makita ni Trump, in-advisean siya ng mga ng mga officials niya, Mr. President niya, parang delikado niya. You will be charged crimes against humanity. Kasi niya, yung mga Iranians, women, nag-form ng human chains at ready to die, mga kababayan. Kung hulugan ng matinding halimbawa nuclear weapon, limited nuclear attack ang gagawin ni Trump, makakaso siya, mga kababayan, na crimes against humanity, genocide. So ayaw naman niya siguro na ganun ang mangyari sa kanya. Kaya inabort, nakakita si Trump ng lusot para hindi siya mapahiya. Mabuti naman po, may nag-offer yung Pakistan, biglang na-intervene yung Pakistan. Nagpaabot ng information yung Pakistan na may offer, mga kababayan. Ito na nga po, basahin ko sa inyo. Trump poses Iran strike for 2 weeks to negotiate 10-point peace deal. Ang nagpaabot nitong information sa kanya, yung Pakistan. President Donald Trump agreed to a ceasefire on Tuesday and to suspend the bombing in attack on Iran for 2 weeks. The move came after talks with Pakistani Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif. Trump to delay any further military action while both sides continued to negotiate. This will be a double-sided ceasefire. The reason for doing so is that we have already met and exceeded all military objectives and are very far along with definitive agreement concerning long-term peace with Iran and peace in the Middle East, Trump wrote on Truth Social. So, kinagat na, mga kababayan, ni Trump yung palusot kasi mapapahiya siya. Kung bigla na lang siyang aatras, sasama yung kanyang imahe, mga kababayan, sa buong mundo. Puro man lang niya pala si Trump, daldal. Takot din naman na niya. Alam naman ninyo yung propaganda. In fact, yun yung laman ng mga propaganda sa mainstream media. Matindi yun. Parang yung mga DDS, yung mga propagandista, mga anti-Trump propagandist, parang yung mga DDS dito sa Pilipinas. Walang tigil sa paninira sa ating Pangulong Bongbong Marcos. Kung ano-ano mga fake news. So yun, mga kababayan. Trump said he received a 10-point proposal from Iran, calling it workable. Almost all the various points of past contentions have been agreed to between the United States and Iran. But a 2-week period will allow the agreement to be finalized and consummated, sabi niya sa kanya Truth Social. Kaya hindi natuloy. Ngayon sana, mga kababayan, sasabihin ko sa inyo habang tayo nag-uusap-usap dito, mag-monitor kayo sa Fox News. Araghchi, Iran's Minister of Foreign Affairs, said ships transiting the Strait of Hormuz will have safe passage. If attacks against Iran are halted, our powerful armed forces will cease the defensive operations, she said in a statement. If attacks against Iran are halted, our powerful armed forces will cease the defensive operations, he said in a statement. So ito, mga kababayan, na balitang ito will, impact the prices ng petroleum sa world market. So possibly, because of this news, bababa yung presyo ng petroleum products. Magkakahinga tayo ng kaunti, ng maluwag. Kasi yung presyohan ngayon ng petroleum, umaabot na yata sa 150. At yung diesel, it is expected umabot ng 170 pesos per liter. Tumakbo na naman si Sara. Kung walang kasalanan yung leader ninyo, Sara Duterte, 6 Supreme Court intervention to stop impeachment case. Kita ninyo, mga kababayan. Hindi niya kaya kasing sagutin. Kasi guilty po. Doon lang sa pagbabanta sa ating Pangulo. Paano hindi siya guilty? No joke. Siya mismo yung guilty, si Sara. As in guilty. Gusto ninyo ng leader na ganyan? Mahilig magbanta? So may tinatago talaga si Sara. Vice President Sara Duterte has filed a petition before the Supreme Court seeking to halt the impeachment proceedings against her before the lower chamber. Una, si Torion, last week o 2 weeks ago, nagpetisyon. Pangalawa na to, dininay ni Sara. Wala daw siyang kinalaman. Doon sa Davao, in-interview siya, wala man niya akong kinalaman. Naniwala kayo na wala siyang kinalaman? O ito ngayon, may kinalaman na talaga siya. Siya na mismo. In a 58-page petition for certiorari and prohibition, Duterte argued that the impeachment proceedings initiated against her are unconstitutional and should therefore be declared void ab initio. Nakita na ninyo mga kababayan. Yung unang impeachment proceedings, impeachment case last year, mga kababayan, nagpetisyon sila kasi sa Supreme Court, tineknikal nila. Kasi daw, hindi dumaan sa due process. Tinaboran sila ng Supreme Court. Nirespeto ng Congress. Ngayon, binigyan ng due process as a consequence ng kanilang petisyon. Gusto na naman ipa-declare na ang constitutional. Tama yung mga analysis natin. This is just a delaying tactic. Natataranta ang kampo ni Sara Duterte. Kaya po gusto nilang ipatigil. Kasi po, napakalakas ng testimony ni Madriaga. Kasi po, bubuksan yung bank accounts ni Sara Duterte dahil sa question sa SALENIA. BIR, sinubpena na. Yung mga bangko, sinubpena na. Si Trillanes, na nag-file ng kaso tungkol sa hidden wealth, ill-gotten wealth ni Sara, testigo. Talagang matataranta si Sara. So, anong ibig sabihin nun? May tago talagang yaman. Kitang-kita naman po. Nagsabi pa nga si Sara, nag-guest doon sa, naimbita sa Ifugao, bibili daw siya ng bahay doon. So habang naghihirap, mga kababayan, ang ating mga mamamayang Filipino, si Sara, mapera, bibili ng bahay. O ito niya, magiging party pa ito. Dadagdag pa niya yung unexplained wealth ko. Siya mismo nagsabi, oh.
Na pwedeng paglagyan ng kwarto, kusina, at banyo para naman sa susunod na fiesta ay pwede din kayong kumuha ng pansin at lechon sa bahay.
Yan ang sinasabi natin. Mapera si Sara. Kaya yon ang sweldo niya as Vice President. Kaya i-check po yung kanyang yaman. Pabalik-balik sa dahil gastos niya daw lahat. Mas matindi pa, mga kababayan, yung mas marami pang beses na nag-travel kaysa sa ating Pangulong Bongbong Marcos. Ang rason niya, hindi man daw siya gumagastos ng pondo ng gobyerno, lahat personal na gastos. Saan galing yon? Her argument hinges on claims that the process conducted by the House of Representatives and the Committee on Justice is marked by grave abuse of discretion. A clear fishing expedition. Iyon lagi yung akusasyon nila. Mga kababayan, malinaw anya na fishing expedition resulting in violation of petitioner's constitutional rights to due process. Ito yung due process ang ginagawa. Ano pang due process ang gusto ninyo? Nang hindi kayo binigyan ng pagkakataon noong panahon na madinig sa Congress, nagreklamo kayo kasi inilibate agad sa Senado for trial. Pero nung itatry na sana, hinarang ng trial ang motion ni Bato de la Rosa, motion to dismiss kahit illegal. Di ba malinaw na tinatakpan talaga? Ngayon na nagsasagawa ng hearing, ayaw na naman ninyo. Kita ninyo mga kababayan, payag kayo sa ganong uri ng opisyal. Resulting in the violation of petitioner constitutional right to due process, presumption of innocence, and equal protection of the laws. Anong sinasabi ninyong presumption of innocence? Bakit? May conviction bang gustong i-determine yung Congress? Walang ganong objective yung Congress. You are presumed innocent, kaya nga nagsasagawa ng hearing. Anong objective ng hearing? Para matingnan kung may probable cause talaga. Just like in the fiscal's office. Para sigurado sila na pag inilibate sa Senado, malakas yung asunto. Dito pa lang, gusto nilang i-determine kung malakas ba. Kung hindi, di-dismiss sa level pa lang ng Committee on Justice. Yun mismo ang purpose nitong hearing. Just like the job of the fiscals. Kaya nga, prosecutor, House prosecutor sila. Investigation po, ganoon talaga. Di ba sa DOJ? Anong objective? Para magkaroon po ng certainty of conviction. Malakas dapat yung asunto. Ito yung dinedetermine ng House. Kaya nagsasagawa ng hearing. Ayaw mag-attend sa hearing ni Sara. Kita ninyo? Tingin kasi po ni Sara, she is above the law. With this, Duterte asked the Supreme Court to issue a temporary restraining order o TRO na naman po. Para hindi matuloy yung hearing, i-TRO nila. As well as a writ of preliminary injunction against the House of Representatives and the Committee on Justice from proceeding with the proceedings. Itigil niya yan. Itigil ang hearing para hindi madinig ng mga tao yung mga kabuktutan na ginawa ni Sara. Tama ba yun, mga kababayan? She also asked the Supreme Court to declare as void and unconstitutional Rule Section 7 and 8 of the Rules of Procedure in Impeachment Proceedings, which were adopted by the 20th Congress as well as the guidelines issued by the House Committee on Justice. Lahat gusto ipa-declare unconstitutional. Sila na ang konstitusyonal. Furthermore, the Vice President also sought the Supreme Court's help in issuing a final injunction to nullify the impeachment proceedings relating to the complaints against her for being unconstitutional and to prevent Congress from taking any further actions on the complaints. Yan mga kababayan ang balita dito. Okay po? O yun na lang po mga kababayan. Maraming salamat. Ako po si Dante Maravillas. Bye-bye. God bless. Swimming and lifting cream, pinapahid po sa mga pulses in affected area. Mainam po sa paninigas ng mga kaso-kasuan. Ito naman po, Automax Radiant Serum. Sa mukha naman yung application. Anti-aging po siya. You will look 10 years younger than your age. Sa mga cancer patients naman po, baka lang gusto ninyo itong itry. Neng siya red mixed fruit drink. Hindi mo po siya gamot, food supplement siya. Kaya lang, gawa siya mga kababayan sa goji berry. Yung goji berry may anti-cancer properties. O ngayon, yung mga inquiries ninyo, dumiritso na lang kayo sa aming messenger sa Facebook para masagot namin agad. Ayos pa? Ayos na ayos niya, Mr. Maravilla. Sa mga nagana po ng malinis and spacious fitness gym, pumunta lang po kayo sa aming Colossal Fitness Gym. May Grab car rental din po kami. But anyway, ito po pala yung aming bagong product na binibenta online. I am worldwide amazing pure organic barley powdered drink mix from Australia. Negosyo to ng aking anak na architect entrepreneur Riz Maravillas. Ayan po. Kontakin na lang po ninyo siya, Riz Maravillas on Facebook. Ang mga health benefits niya, boost immunity, improves digestion, enhance energy levels, packed with antioxidants, prevent cancer. Ito naman po yung bago naming product na binibenta online. Eye Glow Serum, whitening po siya. Tingnan ninyo yung epekto sa aking anak na architect before and now. Yung mga inquiries po ninyo, dumiretso na lang kayo sa kanyang Facebook account, Riz Maravillas.